Morning everybody, Ken Krushka here. I just wanted to show you while I still got something left of this machine about the segment and how you could change a type bar if you had one that was cracked off and you had to change it out if that was broken in half or something. So you've got I was taking parts off this to fix my Corona Galaxy, but I found out you can't put an electric typewriter in a manual typewriter's case. This cutout here is different and it won't latch down, which is the whole reason I bought the Galaxy, was for its case, because it was a parts typewriter, but I ended up fixing it anyway. So let's say you've got to remove a key, right, or a type bar. So you just loosen up these two screws on either end of the segment, and that has a retaining wire that runs through all the type bars. And you would disconnect it. Let's say that was a broken key there, or type bar. So you take a dummy wire. I've got different diameter dummy wires, and you push the retaining wire. I've also got a small piece of clothes hanger too, though. If you only had a piece of clothes hanger, the smaller kind. And you can push this dummy wire. Let's get to this link thing first, I guess. So let's say here's your type bar. You've got that link connected to it. I'll try and bring in so you can see what I'm talking about. You see that link that's underneath there connecting up to it? So you'd spread that from the type bar and let it hang underneath or whatever. And just don't worry about that, because you're going to take the type bar out, so that link you'll connect later. I've got a loose one under there, so I'll show you what I mean in a minute. But you're going to take that. Where's that one that's not connected? This one. So let's say this one you just disconnected, so you're going to push your dummy bar in. Now you see how it's coming up on this side? Everything behind here is still retained forward by that initial wire that's in there. The dummy wire is holding everything prior to the one that I want to remove. But then you just back it off one length, and then you can take your type bar out. See? That being that we'd already disconnected that link underneath and let it hang. And now you can put in I think you can put a pica font where an Elite font was. If you didn't have one, anything's better than nothing. Or I even think you could rob one out of a manual typewriter. Now if you're going to put this back in, you just got your replacement one, right? This would go right in here. I'm going to back this dummy wire up a little bit. Put this in and catch the new type bar with the dummy wire. Okay. If I did my math right, you should be able just to tap lightly and tap in the wire back to there. Now all those type bars are back in and held by the initial retaining wire. You see? And then you'll just tighten down the two screws on either end of the segment onto that wire that is in there. Like so. Doesn't take a lot, you just tighten them down. Now, you go underneath where your link that you had removed from the type bar, and you reconnect that. Now on an electric, you have to kind of trip a few things to make that happen. Like this guy here, it's not going to give you enough give naturally to squeeze it there. You have to bring that up. So you find which one it is up in here. In the here it is. And you also find it in the front. Let me get my finger on it before I go there and show you what I mean. Okay, so I've tripped it here, and then in the front I'm holding it now. After I tripped it, I'm holding it here. So it's one of these, but it's the one that it is, and those come backward, and that's what I'm holding with my finger right now. So you work it, and I'm also holding the type bar inside my hand. I'm holding it up. Kind of like chopsticks. You got to learn how to eat with them before you work them, before you can eat with them, you know. Okay, so I'm going to bring this guy down to, try to bring it down to the type bar without losing it here. And then this is where it gets interesting. Very interesting. There. Come on, baby. Okay, see? Now it's in through that link circular. And then you bring that other half of that thing that you spread with the pin. The pin is now through the type bar, and then you put this other half over this side like that, and it connects the body up. Okay? So now that type bar is connected to its link. That's working here. And if we go up top, you can now see, hey, look at that type bar. Get my finger in here right now. There. There's always something. There we go. So that's how you trip them. But it works now because it's linked and connected up. And that should do it for you. Alright, everybody. Have a great day. It's the end of the year, so Happy New Year. Peace.